With the test data open in JMP, to first take a look at a continuous variable age, you can tell that it is a continuous variable as you look here under the columns menu. There's a blue triangle. That means it is a numeric continuous variable. Go up to the Analyze menu, Distribution, select Age, and click on Y columns, and press OK. You'll see here in the output, you get what is called a histogram that shows you the values of age. Anytime you would like to change an axis, you can right-click and change the axis settings. So we could take age from 15 to 40 and press OK. You can also stretch or make things larger. You'll see the summary statistics here. You can find the number in your sample here, that's 43. You can find your mean value and your standard deviation here. You can find your median value here. And then you can also see the quantiles. And what this refers to is, we know the median is the 50th percentile, so 50% of the data is on this side of the median and 50% of the data is on this side of the median. What's called the interquartile range, or the middle or inter, 50% of your data goes from the 25th percentile to the 75th percentile. So 50% of the 43 responses lie between 20 and 21 years of age. That's where the bulk of your responses are, between 20 and 21. That is how you get the continuous summary statistics from age. If you want to work on gender, you could do Analyze, Distribution, and you see next to gender is a red histogram. The bars are not in any particular order. That means it's a nominal categorical variable. There's no order to this variable. It is simply the names of the categories. So gender, Y columns, press OK. This is a much simpler output because it's a simpler variable. You can see there are two levels, male and female. We don't have any missing data here. So our N is 43. There are 30 females and 13 males. And you can see here that JMP gives you the probability. What we want to report is a proportion. So we want to look at the proportion of males. So we would take 0.30233 and multiply it by 100. And that would actually give us 30.2% males in this sample. For our females, it would be 69.8% because you would round up from 69.767. So 69.8% females and 30.2% males from this distribution. You can, of course, do more than one variable at a time. So if you wanted to do Analyze Distribution for the systolic blood pressure and age group, you can put both of them into the Y columns and press OK, and JMP will give you the results for both of them at the same time. So things to pay attention to when you are reporting summary statistics: you do not need to report 5 decimal places for systolic BP or for age. Your software does not know what your variable means. It's simply reporting the numeric values. You need to use your best judgment, and for systolic blood pressure or age, 1 decimal place is sufficient. So 14.6% is the median systolic blood pressure in this sample. If you look at age group here and pay attention to how it is different from age, we have 3 categories now. If you look over here in your data set, age group has a green histogram next to it. So gender had a red histogram. Age group has a green histogram. And that is because age group is an ordinal categorical variable, in that 18 to 20-year-olds are younger than 20 to 25-year-olds, and they are younger than 26 plus. So you can see here 69.8% of our sample is between the ages of 18 to 20. 25.6% of the sample is between 21 and 25, and 4.7% are 26 or older. You would not compute a mean value from age group. You would only compute a mean value from the actual age in years. So this is how you do distributions in JMP. It is fairly straightforward. Some things to keep in mind. We can see here that we have 43 rows. Down here in the rows menu, we have 43 rows. So when we do our distribution, we want to check and see if we have 43 responses on each of our variables. If we have anything missing, or if we see anything from the distribution that looks like an error, you want to trace that down and see if you can correct it. And then you want to report the summary statistics. Mean and standard deviation for continuous variables, or median and either the min-max or IQR for skewed distributions. And then for categorical variables, for all of them, you want to report your number that you have and the percentage in each category.